All right, so you're thinking about buying a home in San Francisco, but you're not sure where to start. You think there's a lot more information that you need to know. That is exactly why I made this channel. And in this video, I'm going to talk about one of, if not the most important thing you should learn, or at least a great starting point, and that is neighborhoods. What neighborhoods you should be considering, what neighborhoods you should be striking out, what type of amenities, things like that. Now, the majority of folks that I meet here on YouTube are from out of city, out of state, out of town, so they don't really know. So those folks, I like to give a more detailed explanation of what I'm going to do right now. I do a lot of physical drive-through reviews too with the folks, or do a lot of FaceTime. And the folks that I meet more on TikTok, they're more the locals and they know the neighborhoods. They've been here for 3, 5 years or even longer. And they live in a particular neighborhood and they want to stick in that area. So what I'm going to do though, I'm going to gear this video more towards my YouTube audience that doesn't really know where to start. They've been here, they love the city, they love a couple spots, but they've never really actually explored the home buying process in San Francisco. So let's just jump right in. I'm going to take you for a quick little spin, high overview. There's over 100 neighborhoods in the city, and I can't go over them all today. This is more of a high level. Okay, let's start in the northern neighborhoods. We'll start up in Marina, Pacific Heights. Cow Hollow is down here in Presidio Heights. These northern neighborhoods are really popular. Single family homes are median is $5 million. Condos, though, you can get a 1, 2 bedroom condo for $1 million up here. It's still attainable. It's not going to be as large or as new of a building as you may want or as you may find in other neighborhoods. And so we'll start right up here in the Marina. This is a really hot spot. A lot of folks really want to be here. A lot of people in finance are up here. This is just a real hotbed of folks that want to live in the city, a lot of financial district folks. And this is just not really where they want to just go on the weekends or in the evenings, but they want to live here and really just be a part of that Marina culture. Cow Hollow is a smaller little strip right down here. It probably won't even pop up. Yeah, there we go. This is a smaller little neighborhood. People that aren't from here don't really even know about it. They think it's more Pack Heights, or they'll call it the Marina. So all three of these northern neighborhoods are all going to be somewhat similar. Pacific Heights is a lot more chill, a lot more residential. So if that's what you're looking for, you want to be near Lafayette Park or Alta Plaza Park, and you don't really care much about being super walkable. Now, Divisadero has a lot going on, and Polk Street has a lot going on, Union Street and Fillmore. So there is a lot of hot spots going on in Pacific Heights, but it's nowhere nearly as busy as the Marina, where you're going to have people 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, all kinds of people walking around, not just people that live there, but a lot of tourism from the rest of San Francisco, from the rest of California, from the rest of the world. Where Pacific Heights is a little bit more chill. It might be a 5 or a 10 minute walk to go get coffee or to go get brunch or whatever, but it's right there. And it's one of the, if not the most expensive zip codes in San Francisco. This is where all the billionaires' homes are and some of the greatest architecture. I made an architecture video if you're really into that. And of all the different types of buildings that I went and showed, like a lot of them were in Pack Heights, more so than any other neighborhood. So very walkable, very high demand. I've made weather videos. Go check those out. I don't want to get too much into those, but relatively sunny neighborhoods as well. And let's go more central. Another highly desirable area that everybody wants to live in is just south of Pacific Heights. So you have Lower Pack Heights, Alamo Square, Nopa, north of Panhandle, Lower Haight. The Painted Ladies are down here. University of San Francisco is down here. So this is another really hot area where everybody wants to live. Oh, that's pretty cool. Single family homes down here, you're going to need 3 million plus. So there's a lot of condo buyers that are just trying to get into this neighborhood. It may not be as walkable as the northern neighborhoods unless you're on Divisadero or right next to a lot that's going on, Japantown near Geary. But that's how the folks that really desire this neighborhood like it. They want it to be more quiet, tucked away, more of a neighborhood feel. The central neighborhoods, you're not going to get as many out of state, out of country tourism like you are up in the Marina. This is more of a true San Francisco neighborhood. If we zoom out a little bit, the Richmond neighborhoods and the Sunset neighborhoods, might as well talk about next. The inner Richmond and inner Sunset neighborhoods are a lot more expensive, a lot more desirable until you get past the one into the central, the heart of the Richmond and the Sunset neighborhoods, and then outer Richmond, which is really blown up. It's getting really hot out here. And outer Sunset neighborhoods are the most affordable, but that may change. Before we jump into there, Lake Street, tiny little strip of homes right here, and Seacliff, which very expensive homes here. This is where all the LA celebrities and stuff have their homes, and median sale prices on these homes are over 5 million as well. They've got phenomenal views of the Golden Gate Bridge, ocean views. I won't spend too much time talking about those neighborhoods right now. And like I said, people want to be more in the inner Richmond if they're even considering the Richmond, so they can be more connected to a lot more walkable amenities. And then same with Inner Sunset. Once you get out here west of the one, prices start to cool down. And then the outer Sunset, outer Richmond areas, I'm getting a lot of first time homebuyers that want to go straight into a single family that are looking out here because you can still get a single family home in great condition for well under $2 million. Move in ready, don't have to lift a finger. You're probably looking at 1.7 if you want something that a cosmetic fixer upper, or even worse, if something needs a new electrical or new plumbing or that needs a new roof, you could find something in the 1.5 to 1.7s. But yeah, the outer Richmond, you're really tucked in. It feels like you're in a complete different city, and folks that did not want to live there in the past because it was just too much of a commute. There is a lot of bike lanes and bus routes and things, but if you are really committed to driving, then it's going to be a tough commute for you to go north into Marin County or jump south to get into the peninsula. Those kind of folks are more into getting into Noe, Bernal, Glen Park, and Potrero Hill, Mission. Looking into those neighborhoods now, just randomly going through the map here. Mission Dolores, Noe Valley. Now, just north of these neighborhoods are the central neighborhoods that we were talking about. Castro, Haight Ashbury, also part of the conversation with Nopa and Japantown, Lower Pack Heights, Alamo Square. Now, south of there is usually a cutoff for folks that they don't want to live any farther south than they don't want to be in Noe Valley. Noe Valley is a real tucked in, quiet neighborhood. The people that know it, the people that love it, want to be there. They never want to leave. You've got the same kind of vibe for Bernal Heights, Glen Park, and Potrero Hill. Potrero Hill has really blown up in the last few years. Everybody wants to be there. It's very sunny. Nobody goes there unless you live there, so it's really chill. And there's a lot more amenities there on the northern neighborhoods. Southern neighborhoods down here are still more up and coming. They've got a little more ways to go, but if you're trying to get into a premium neighborhood at a really good value where you can take some appreciation, definitely check out the southern part of Potrero Hill. Same with Bernal, Glen Park. The closer you get to the freeway noise, the more affordable the homes are going to get. Another hot area that people want to live for single families because they're more affordable. The folks that don't want to be really tucked away out in the sunsets. If you go up the hill west of Noe Valley, right into Diamond Heights and Twin Peaks and all the elevated neighborhoods, the eastern facing neighborhoods are going to be a little bit sunnier than the western facing neighborhoods that'll have views of the ocean. But all these, you can still get really good single family homes for under $2 million. Now, the real deals on single family homes are south of the 280, Visitation Valley, Excelsior, Crocker, Amazon. This whole area south of 280 is still a little more up and coming. There's still some sketchy areas down here, but for not really for the most part, it's all really nice. It's just not walkable. You really got to drive everywhere. You're going to find your grocery stores and your Whole Foods and your Safeways and stuff down here, but it's just nowhere near what you're going to be getting when you're in the northern or central neighborhoods. Also, didn't talk about this in the Richmonds or the Sunsets, but there are little peaks of areas, Balboa, Irving, where you are going to have a lot of amenities, but for the most part, it's not going to be very walkable. And that really is what's driving a lot of the prices, the weather, the sunny side of the city as well. The western side here is pretty cloudy. Down here, it's pretty sunny down here, but the walkability is very low. But if you want a 2,000 square foot, 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom, single family home with a large flat backyard, detached, under 1.5 million, this is all to be had right here. East of the 101, there's just a little bit more up and coming, a little bit more areas of improvement over here. A lot of folks don't even consider looking out here, but if you want a big 4-bed, 2-bath, 3-bed, 2-bath, giant lot for 1.2, yeah, go down here. Great weather, very sunny. We already talked a little bit about Potrero Hill. On the other side of the 280 is Dogpatch and Mission Bay. Mission Bay is already blown up. I made a video just about Mission Bay you can go check out. And Mission Bay is already really expensive. It's very clean, sterile. It looks like a newer city. When I go to a Seattle or a Denver, I get those vibes in Mission Bay. And then south of Mission Bay, Dogpatch. I would say the folks that really love Mission Bay, but they're priced out, they're like, man, I really wish I could have bought something 10 years ago in Mission Bay. That's Dogpatch. Get in now because the city is renovating all this coastline and everything's getting beautiful. Crane Cove Park, and they're going to continue all the way down. The goal for San Francisco is to make the shoreline of the entire city nice. And now they're down here cleaning it up. And then that takes you downtown. So all the condos in Soma and South Beach, Financial District, all these areas really got hit hard from the work from home. But things now in 2025 are starting to pick up. We're starting to see a lot more people. There's a return to office. And also just the gap, the delta between condos here and condos anywhere else. These are mainly mid-rise and high-rise condos, but we're starting to see more of a resurgence. There's a bigger buyer pool that's now returning down here. Let's loop back up to the top. We already talked about the marina. So on the other side of the 101 here, you've got Russian Hill, North Beach, Telegraph Hill, the Polk Gulch Corridor, which is Russian Hill and Nob Hill. And then here's Nob Hill. These neighborhoods are very similar to the neighborhoods over here, except these ones are a little bit more in your mid-rise and high-rise. There's just a lot more traffic going on. Let me click on something here so you can kind of see. Yeah, so that's going to be kind of views out there. It's all mid, high-rise. But there is some really good deals on condos right here. There's not a whole lot of single family homes. It's almost all high-rise condos, but very walkable. There's a lot going on. Just once you start going south of California, once you get into Pine Bush and farther south, you start getting into the more sketchy areas. You're getting near the Tenderloin, you're getting near where all the homeless people hang out. So you don't want to go too far into South Nob Hill. You want to stay up in Snob Hill, is what they call it. Yeah, so that's just a quick little spin. I don't want to spend much more time on that. If you have any other questions like about pricing and things, leave a comment below or hit me up. My contact number is all in the comments below. My name's Eric Throm. I'm a realtor here in San Francisco. I was in tech before I got into real estate, and the majority of my clients are in tech. I've never had a sales job. I'm not really salesy, so I'm not like other realtors. Like I was at the Facebook headquarters, so I run my company like a Fortune 5 company. I know how they do things. I'm more of operations in the rear with the gear. Like I'm a cross-functional partner that is a subject matter expert in real estate, and you're bringing me on as an advisor, as a guide to help you through it. I don't really know all the sales stuff. I've never had a job like that before. It's just me. Also, there's a lot of folks that do a lot of videos and stuff that will end up pawning you off on other agents. They've got a large list of junior agents that don't have their own clients, so they just pay them a small salary and take referral fees from them, and all they do is just do the marketing portion. But no, you're just getting me. It's just me and my wife, so I'm the person that's going to be helping you and taking you out. So that's it for this video. Thank you for watching all the way through, and if you do need anything or have any questions, I look forward to hearing from you.